Reaon?
Hi.
Real name?
Reaon.
A lot of people don't know. Do
I know.
they?
I don't know. I've never been dishonest about it. I put it out there. Yeah, it's my birth name.
But yeah, do you know anybody else that's named Reaon?
Apparently there's another Reaon in Vancouver somewhere. I've been told by friends and whatnot, but I think it's a girl.
Oh.
So I'm the male Reaon.
And I wonder if the girl Reaon would have chosen this game. What did you choose for?
The Magic of Scheherazade.
Oh.
Classic.
Is it
and
classic?
It would be if more people knew about it, I think. I think it's one of the most underrated but important titles in 8-bit history.
In 8-bit history, really?
Well, it was one of, if not the first, like RPG slash like live action combat. So you're cruising around an overworld fighting guys with your sword or your magic, but then you also have more tactical battles. Anyway, it's
how did you find this game?
Like, I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't remember. Maybe like Nintendo Power back in the day.
Did you have a subscription to Nintendo Power?
Yeah, of course,
yeah, you did.
like all the
Okay,
cool
good,
kids.
good, awesome.
Yeah.
So, okay, well,
all right, so
walk us through this because there's a lot of reading to this.
Well, as they're. Yeah, okay.
Did you finish this game?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I was going to bring in one of my passwords so I could pick it up, but I couldn't find my ultimate book of passwords from back in the day.
So you are a gamer.
Right? Yeah, I would define myself as such.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where did this all start? Was it starting way back into the 8-bit?
Yeah. I mean, I remember having my entire universe shattered when I saw a kid playing Legend of Zelda for the first time, and I'm like, there's a whole world in there.
And why did you choose the name Chud?
Chud, that's
Just one of those.
it's something me and my buddies have called each other for years.
It's easy to
It's easy. It's short. It's 4 letters. It works with 8-bit games. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is how. Okay, so one day,
peaceful Arabia was attacked by the demons.
You just gotta continue.
Oh man!
Is there a lot of this?
I don't know how to pronounce this name, but there's a little bit. This is just the intro, right? This is the big cinematic intro.
You knew how to pronounce the title of this game, but you don't know how to pronounce it.
I didn't as a kid. I used to call it the Magic of Scheherazade.
Yeah.
And my parents would correct me, and I refused to be corrected. I'm like, no, that's not right.
It's great because now you can just YouTube a point of a game where you're stuck on. But back when we were playing these games.
I think there was like a 1-800 number you could call as a kid, like a tip line. But no, come on, you weren't going to do that. It was a matter of pride. You had to figure it out yourself.
Exactly. So
yeah.
All
right, so evil magician, bad dude,
yeah,
and you have to fight him. But the cool thing is here, man, he doesn't just like wipe your memory.
No.
He tosses you out of your own time period. So you're you're flailing through time, no idea who you are. He's taken away your woman, and he wiped your memories.
This is a lot for just right at the beginning.
Dude, well, it's a nice setup. I mean, it adds a little bit of gravitas to the proceedings, And then it's like, oh, it's you. Yeah. And now you have to choose if you want to be like the fighter.
But when you were young, reading all this, were you like, what?
I was a big reader as a kid too. Okay. Like I loved my fantasy. I got into the Lord of the Rings stuff pretty early. This is nothing. This is nothing. Get into it. I love it here though. If you say no, it doesn't even pretend to be an option. It's like, you're kidding. No one but you can do it. Okay. You got me.
So you can't say no.
No.
Just continue.
Kind of defeat the purpose, I guess.
Cool.
All right, we'll go fighter.
Oh, so what's the difference between saint and magician? You could just whatever. Right?
Magic and the magician. You have all the same tools at your disposal, but the fighter's just better.
I must say, these graphics still, well, they were 8-bit, but still.
Oh, those in particular, this still are. Yeah, it looks great. And this game, the music is just excellent. Again, for 8-bit, but phenomenal.
But we're just going to talk over the music.
Yeah. Go ahead, Google it afterwards, folks. It's one of the best video game soundtracks.
So this is how crazy. Reaon is so into tech. You got the new VR, right?
Oh, yeah, I got the Oculus, yeah.
What is that like? You should have brought it and then
game. Let me tell you, based on the experience in my tiny den where I've got it set up, there's not enough room here.
Oh.
Yesterday, one of our colleagues tried it out at my house for the first time, playing a basketball game. Little dribbling, and you could see on the TV what's happening at the same time. So you watched him kind of lose the ball, it swatted away, dribble, and he thinks about it for a minute and then bolts full tilt into my wall. Just bam! And he's down, and I'm more worried about the Oculus. I don't care about him.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
anyway. And I'll just ask you questions while we play this.
Okay, sorry. I'm bad at multitasking.
No, it's okay. So how did we meet? We're co-workers here.
Yeah, I think we met probably through email first because we work totally opposite hours.
Well, a lot of
Facebook.
a lot of people must ask you this all the time, like what time you wake up, how you work mornings. You must get this every single time. It's like, well, how do you do your shift?
Coffee. And I'm only a month and a year into drinking the stuff.
No way.
Oh yeah, it's a whole new world. I don't know why no one told me about this sooner.
How did you do it before that though?
A lot of Diet Cola.
Oh.
Coke Zero. I still love it.
Yeah.
It's fizzy and delicious.
It goes well with the gaming.
No, exactly. Yeah, the whole lifestyle choice. Yeah.
Wow. So I don't know how you pronounce the big. I just don't know how you do it around the clock.
Oh yeah.
Now announcing these names.
Oh, like Mahmoud Ahmadinejad.
How do you do that? Or
Practice.
Practice.
Or you just hope that no one knows how it's really pronounced and say it fast.
So when you're in the news, are you writing your scripts, or is it all passed down to what I write is going to be said on?
Right.
Yeah.
It's like a whole team effort. We have like an array of reporters and producers, and they sort of create the content, and then we rewrite it to put it in our own words.
Oh, cool. So will this be leading tomorrow's newscast that you're playing this awesome game?
Probably not. I'll try and work in a mention for you, bud.
Okay, that's good. So right now, with kind of like the Dragon Warrior, there would always be like a slime.
Yeah,
but here it's just like
critters cruising around. They're just little lightweights.
But you could see them though, right?
Yeah.
But they're not going to appear out of nowhere. It's like, oh, you're now fine. Okay.
Those ones appear when you go off the edge of the screen. And like if I do it here enough, I don't know if it'll happen this early because I don't have any allies.
Yeah.
So I might have to get my first ally first, and that's the cool thing about this game.
Some rose bushes there too.
Yeah, some. Oh yeah, that's what those are. I always thought those were rocks. Oh yeah, great. Wow, that's fun. You learn something every day.
So what you're just. What are you doing here?
Here I'm going to the next town to investigate some rumors of some wackiness in this area.
Wow. So what does Reaon do after work? Do you play a lot of games? Like what else?
Yeah. This time of year, it's a lot of indoor stuff. I don't like being cold. I don't like skiing or snowboarding or any winter activities.
How do you tell somebody that's living in a different part of the country that -1 here is?
Well, look, okay, I live in Vancouver, so I don't have to deal with the negative part of the thermometer at all.
Yeah.
I would live probably in California if I could, if it wasn't for the whole Trump and other immigration issues. I mean, I'm a big fan of the Pacific Northwest, don't get me wrong, but it's got to be West Coast. Probably Portland would be choice 1.
They got dumped with
I know, but that was a freak occurrence. That doesn't happen often.
So what is he saying here?
Oh, I didn't read it.
I didn't even
read it. Okay, it rhymes though, so let's read it again.
I like that. Was okay.
I am he they call Jad, and a strange one I be. To the east on a pier was a door which came free. That's a nice translation. You didn't get that in the early NES all the time.
I like that.
Sometimes
I like that a lot. What do you offer for anybody that wants to get into this industry, into the news?
Anything I would offer.
Yeah, like advice or
a warning. Don't.
They always say that.
Well,
really?
okay.
Is it just because of the changing media? Or
it is a time of unprecedented challenge, I would suggest, for journalism, not just in Canada, but in North America. The aforementioned president-elect, of course, choosing to not answer questions from...
Ooh, this is a good question, Reaon. How do you, when you're on the air and you're reading these news stories...
How do I suspend my disdain for the president?
or just your personal opinion?
Yeah.
Well, of course, you have to be a professional, I know.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, you kind of have to just put your own opinion in check. But the importance, I think, first is to recognize that you are biased. Every journalist that I'm unbiased. No, you're not. You have an opinion. But by recognizing that bias and taking it head on, you can then remove it from your content.
Wow.
And also, because we're a team, we don't tend to get too much reign to sort of just go off on our own, which helps.
Man, to be a fly on that wall in that news department.
Oh man, we have the greatest conversations.
Have you ever thought about getting into television during your?
I've considered it, and initially in my young days, I didn't really think I liked radio very much, but now I value my anonymity or relative anonymity. I don't want to be recognized like Russ the Kate on the street. No chance.
But now you're telling people don't get into it.
Oh yeah, well okay, yeah. It's tough, but it's rewarding. But I mean, I've seen a lot of good people come and go.
Yeah.
This business chews them up. And if you've got the gumption, the will to survive, and the will to make a difference.
Just like this character right here?
Yeah, exactly. Just like little Chud up there.
Little Chud. Then you'll be able to...
And you can make a career of it.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. So.
I've always wanted to do FM. That
Really?
seems like a lot of fun. Do you need a sidekick?
Oh my goodness, I can't imagine me switching, switching. I bet you do fine, but over there I'd be like, what?
Yeah.
How do you pronounce Trudeau?
Trudeau, it's hard. I know.
Is it?
Yeah. Is it Trudeau or
is it
Trudeau?
So.
Yeah.
Who's the most famous person you've met?
Probably Trudeau.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Had the chance to interview him live in person in studio, both before and after the election.
Yeah.
Also, just met the dude's brother. Bo Bridges
No,
himself
yeah,
was at the
that's right.
Roger Stanley Santa Claus parade.
So yeah, that was actually him.
Yep, it was
Wow.
actually him. You know,
How did you point him out? Because you.
He was pointed out to me, thankfully,
okay.
and I'm just like, yep, I'm going in. And sure enough, yeah.
And was he like, oh hey?
He's like, yeah, hey, how are you? I offered him some syrup because I was dressed up as Buddy the Elf at the time. He didn't want any, but he appreciated the offer.
Oh, he did.
Seemed
That's
to.
great.
Yeah.
Oh, you need more coffee
Yeah,
too.
definitely more coffee.
Reaon, could you finish the sentence here? At the end of the day, fill in the blank here. At the end of the day.
I can't wait to go to bed.
Oh, you want your VR on? Do you sleep with the VR on?
I had to tear myself away so hard because it's only a few days old for me, right? And like Monday, going to bed at 6:30 at night, all I can think about is like, yeah, I want to get up and play my Oculus. And I was like literally like a kid on Christmas. Couldn't sleep for it took me 2 or 3 hours to fall asleep.
You go to bed at 6:30?
If I don't get a nap in, 6:30 because then give yourself 15 minutes to fall asleep. And my alarm clock goes off at 2:45. Yeah, I don't want your pity.
No.